Smoke 'em if you got it. Smoke 'em if you got it. If you got it. Smoke 'em if you got it. Smoke 'em if you got it. Smoke 'em if you got it. Yeah. Step inside the hive. The hive. Good vibes only. Sliding easy, feel the room light up. Open panel talk, yeah, we lift it up. Laugh, hit one, got a little soul. Real ones tap in, let the good times roll. True talk, no fun, just say what it is. From the streets to the screen, we handle the biz with the buzz. Kick back, unwind, let your mind breathe. Stay chill with the queen bee. Come alive, catch a vibe. Join the hive, yeah, the members all thrive. Laugh so contagious, got you feeling alive. Smoke 'em if you got it. Sip, smoke 'em if you got it. Sip slow, take your time. Good energy only, you don't wanna be stoned. Yeah, you don't wanna be stoned. Yeah, pop in, say hi, bring a friend or two. We keep it real light, keep the energy true. No pressure, just a space to be. Talk it out with the family. Little tea, little truth, little humor too. If it's heavy, we lift it, that's what we do. When it's all said and done, you'll agree. It's a vibe with the queen bee. Come alive, catch a vibe. Queen bee, join the hive, yeah, where the members thrive. Laugh so contagious, got you feeling alive. Smoke 'em if you got it. Sip slow, take your time. Sip slow, take your time. Good energy only, you don't wanna be stoned. Smoke 'em if you got it. Got it. Smoke 'em if you 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 got it. Join the hive, good energy all the time. Don't forget to sting that.
Yo, what's happening? What's happening, y'all? What's going on? I had to go take care of something. That's why I turned this on and I let the music play for a little bit. So that way you guys, if you wanted to hang out, you could chill or whatever. I tried to reach out to B. Tim, see if he wanted to start early without me, but I didn't get back to him. I didn't get his message in time. So here we are. Let's talk about the Guthrie grift. The missing Nancy Guthrie grift. So the tragedy pimps have all got their legal funds set up. And we got word that Nerdy, I guess, is filing a lawsuit on JLR. They said it's along the lines of 65 pages, I guess. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Didn't know nothing about it until just while we were live a little bit ago. So apparently he was live about it. I think some people might have watched or went over there, but I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I just know that there's a lawsuit, and that doesn't sound very good at all. Anyhow, I see Miss Katie Kate coming in, dropping 10 gifted memberships. Membership maxing, and they're all rolling over, so it's a good time to be membership maxing. Honey B, member for 10 months. Roll on the floor laughing on replay on the other channel. Warp maxing. Girl, you missed a good one. You missed a good one, baby. Psycho cunt dropping a membership on us. Good. Go ahead, baby, showing some love. I know somebody came in there like, why is my name not green? It's for defamation. Is that what it's for? Trying times. I think they said there's like 65 pages of it, of defamation. Oh, he was live talking about it when I was live talking about it. Okay, I thought they said he was going live. Okay. Dang, Nerdy was in here earlier and raided me? Shit, I didn't even know it. Thank you, Nerdy. Damn, I did not know that. Hellfire. Thank you. I appreciate you dropping your folks off over here. We're going to go play his live anyway so we can figure out what the fuck's going on.
Hope everyone.
Going live earlier. I thought it was later in the day, and we took a little nappy nap. Been on a weird schedule since the kids have gotten out of school for the summer.
We almost just skipped sleeping altogether last night, and we're just going to go to Starbucks because we're going to bed at like 4 a.m. We have filed a civil lawsuit, defamation per se and defamation by implication here in Duval County. That was filed last night. We found out that the court accepted it today. Clerk accepted it. People had some questions about the verbiage used on their website. We called the clerk, and that's just it.
Miss Shauna L showing some love, baby, dropping 10 of them on us. Thank you, Miss Shauna L, for showing love. I appreciate that, baby. Thank you. All right, so one, he said, okay, so he said they filed one and the court's already accepted it. Is that right? Did I just hear that right? Bye, Felicia. I just enjoy this YouTube channel. Well, I'm glad you're here. Bye, Felicia. Yeah, that's what Beach does. I don't know. Well, she don't file lawsuits because her dumb fucking ass don't know what she's doing. What do you mean? Well, that's what Beach does. Beach fucking does everything I do. Shit. I say thank you. That's much appreciated. Guess who says it now? This dumb bitch. She fucking mocks every fucking thing I do. I want to lick my butt from the back too. I'm just saying. Anyways, I don't know what you mean, baby. Like, what do you mean? I like Nerdy too, baby. I'm just saying, hold on. Heather said, thank you for the gifted. What up, Truth Sleuth? What's happening? What's happening, baby? What's happening? Oh, I know. She's even, well, you know what, though? To be fair, we fucking say maxing to mock and make fun of clavicular. That's where that came from when we covered clavicular. He says gigamaxing and all that dumbass shit. They did stay up all night. They did. She was higher than Cooter Brown, girl. Nodding off. It's terrible. But anyways, let's move on. We already covered her on the other channel. Go check the Hive sidebar out if you want to hear about that stanky butt. Mock maxing. Copy Queen Bee maxing. Oh, I bet. Hey, beer can. Gen X Laura, glad I found you a few months ago. Usually a watcher in the bushes. Well, I'm glad you popped out to say hey, baby. Oh, yeah, she definitely does. It's terrible. It's like having like a little sister that you just can't, you know what I'm saying, that just won't fucking stop. You know what I'm saying? They want to be you so fucking bad, you get so irritated with it. That's what it's like. Queen snatched that word and has now made a Hive saying, "You're welcome." Yes, we did, shit. We sure did. We turned that fucking maxing shit into everything. We say maxing about everything. We maxed that word out. And that word is like maxed out. How do you join Discord? You go get your inmate membership and click the link and it'll bring you right the fuck in. And bitch, listen here. Oh my, yeah, I was gonna say, listen here, you better fucking not, or you're getting kicked out again, bitch. Your ass is grass. Hear me? I ain't messing with you. Discord maxing. Listen here, little fucking scrappy. Can't come in there trying to fight everybody. I'm cracking up. What do you mean? What about Lana? What'd she do? Ooh, what'd she do? Well, what the heck did that crazy pants do? Oh, you guys, I was wondering what the dog was barking at. And oh, Jen Rebel coming in hot with the 5 gifted. Thank you for showing love. If you guys got one, please make sure y'all tell her thank you. The little neighbor dog next door, we have the one over there that they have is getting really old, so they got a German Shepherd puppy. So they always play with that German Shepherd dog, but when the old dog is out there, they bark and want to play, and he can't come down the steps. You got a shit ton on Lana? Send it over. Let's do it. Oh, Mullet Maxing, come for the party. Look, we are calling out scammer grifter maxing. That's what we're doing. Calling out the Nancy Guthrie tragedy pimp maxing. And they are maxing that to the fucking core. Listen, 857, that little shit, he went and did a GoFundMe, and that little shit didn't even get arrested. Talking about I need a legal fund. A legal fund for what? To fight for my rights. Boy, if you don't stop that mess, y'all are going to collect a bunch of money. You're going to get turned the fuck in, and then you're going to get your asses in trouble because you didn't take it and do what the fuck YouTube said you was going to do with it. That's what's going to end up happening. Max, BTM,
What's up?
What's happening?
Nothing much.
We're listening to the Nerdy Addict
Lawsuit, yeah.
I wanted to hear some of this or a little bit of this, and then I'll drop his link so you guys can go over there and check out the rest of it. I won't, you know what I mean? I won't share all of it, but
Yeah.
I mean, I check his link and stuff. Go, you know what I mean? Go sub up and check it out and stuff. You know.
I mean, I think like I read some of it a little bit, and basically it's just
okay, good.
It's basically they're alleged, like, you know, suing mostly because he alleged that Nerdy Addict abused his kids or something like that, to that effect.
Oh yeah. I could see that suing over that.
Yeah, like something to that effect. So
yeah,
I think like the problem is like he's going to deal with their pro se litigant now, JLR, and JLR is going to have to go in there and fight it. He's probably going to
take time away from him covering his cases and stuff, and he's not going to like that.
Well, most likely he's going to hire an attorney. I think he has the bucks to hire an attorney.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is that his attorney's going to have to look at his tweets and see if because like Nerdy Act, it is a public figure or a limited public figure, so he's going to have to look into the tweets and see if it was like you know, malice or something like that, basically stating that he knew it was a falsehood and he said it anyway. And that's the case, you know, and if it is, you know, so it's gonna be pretty bad.
Well, and the thing is, I don't think, I mean, you know what? JLR might hire an attorney, but I don't know. He likes to do a lot of his own stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know. He's got the money to do it, though, from what was stated, you know? So I don't know. He's got court for Magnolia.
Yeah, he got a lawyer for his protective order, remember?
Yep. But I think that's because he knew White Boy wasn't going to leave him be. He was embarrassed also. So I think that's why he went through with it. Because White Boy embarrassed the fuck out of him. In my opinion. Sweet one with the $5 super. Hold on, let's see what you said. Suffer and succotash maxing, roast maxing, turn up the heat maxing, hive maxing. We got the suffer and succotash for when we cover BJ. We don't play it over here. Actually, you know what I need to do? I need to go grab a sound bite of Alex. So we can have Alex saying some stupid shit for our super chat song.
Their standard filing language. It's been accepted in the judge's hand. Then goes to summon stage. We're going to go through it. But first, the trolls are out. Have been out. Look at this. Good old Vern. Tweets, homeless and broke. Nerdy addict camped outside the laundry house for weeks just to get his claim to fame by capturing the drone video, hand in the garden. He then allowed his followers to believe Brian was hidden in an underground bunker in the laundry's backyard. Now he's attacking streamers for camping outside the Nancy Guthrie house. Projection. What's funny is that nothing could be further from the truth. People that have followed me since this case know that I was horrified when that rumor came out. So horrified that I went and uploaded the 4K video on YouTube so people could see clearer. Camping out, you won't find one stream with me camped out in front of that house with a bullhorn. I swung by, got my drone footage, went to Cassie's house, went to Fort DeSoto, went to some shady areas, I think in Bradenton, Florida, went all the way almost up to Canada, in Ohio, then went to the Carolinas, the Fear River, and to Brian Laundrie's grandmother's house, then went all the way up to Long Island. This is wild. This is wild. And this is the same guy who then shortly after on the Vlad Castle case decided he wanted to be just like Nerdy. He went and got himself a drone, could barely fly the thing, flew like shit. But yeah, well, I mean, it's coming from Vern, but I just,
he wanted to be like Nerdy and we got himself a drone. Couldn't fly the bitch. Kind of like Siege wanting to fucking, you know, fuck around like we do. We got a fucking a cricket and won't use it. I mean, can't use it. Shit, I can't use it either. So I would have told you don't go get it. If I would have known, I'd have said, no, don't copy us. Don't go get it. It's terrible. Save your money. Should buy something else. Did you say something earlier, or was that just something that I went over with the thing? Some bouncing between pages. So did you say
No,
something?
I didn't see anything.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see anything. I was muted.
Must have started a video then it did. It's a group that goes searching for Nancy. I found some good people, you guys. I found some people who are actually searching for Nancy, who actually really give a fuck about Nancy and try to search for her. Not the ones that, you know, just hang out there. But here, let's
You
go.
mean doing a legal fund, not the people that are doing a legal fund grift and basically on just pocketing the money?
Yeah, that's, I mean, yeah. These guys are actually out there searching, so they should be funded instead. But
yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny to see that Alex try to do a fucking gift send go. But I'm like sitting here, I'm like, didn't you make like thousands and thousands of dollars? You're telling me you can't like.
Yeah, his Cash App and his girlfriend's Cash App were shut down. Not because they were overloaded, but because they were turned in.
Oh, what do you mean turned in?
For fraudulent funds, so they have to be investigated, so that they got shut down. And
Was that because they got?
They have to be investigated.
Oh, geez, Louise.
Accusations that I camped out there is absolutely what I didn't even live stream. I never did one live stream. I did all my content the way I've always done it. TikTok, no live, put it together. Always put some shitty music on my TikToks that nobody appreciated. But yeah, trolls are out. We're going to go over.
Anybody, I was just going to add on that. Anybody that knows you knows that your ADD doesn't allow you to just camp out anywhere. Like, even if we needed you to camp out somewhere, you'd be the last person we would send because you just can't do it. You can't sit still long enough. It's so stupid.
And during that tornado, I was supposed to be camped out in that car wash, and I kept leaving. I was like, I can't do it. I can't sit still. When we sat down for the protest, White Boy and I, like, I could, like, that kills me. Like, sitting down and just like pointing the camera at a stationary location, like, it eats my soul. So that's why I put the tweet up. Anyone who's followed me, like, I could barely keep my feet still during that whole case. I was moving around the entire country. What the fuck are you talking about? All righty. Let's see if I have. Let's see where this is. I think I got it. Okay. I'm going to put this up on the screen. We've redacted addresses, but it is publicly available for anyone to go grab. I do recommend people redact stuff here before posting, but we're gonna start from the beginning. It's long. It's very long. I'll start on the first page and then I'll pass it off to you on the second page. We'll just keep alternating. We don't necessarily
pretend
need
that she
to
doesn't
go over
support tragedy
the
Pimps.
exhibits. I think everyone who followed saw what he tweeted, but we'll go over into
Do what?
Did you just see Chronicles of the Shady in the chat of Nerdy?
No.
Yeah, he put it up on the screen for a second.
No, I'm over here on a different page looking at something, going over something else and reading an email that I'm about to share with this fucking link here. Did you see Alex's? Here. Well, I got it. Look at this. I'll stick
Chronicles,
it back for you.
Chronicles City, go back to supporting tragedy pimps like you usually do. Go back to BJ.
Right.
You know, with
You're
her
in the wrong spot supporting folks.
Yeah, you're in the wrong spot. You got to go back to supporting the Sleepy Beach and other tragedy pimps. Maybe BHB will let you get in. You know?
Yeah, that's more like her people.
Yeah, exactly. That's definitely more like her people.
a little more description, because remember in that injunction hearing, he was denying tweeting that stuff, but we have URLs in this lawsuit that should help with that.
Absolutely, Nerdy. Be very, very careful with the shady one. Very careful.
It says complaint and demand for jury trial. Plaintiff Ali Islami sues defendant Jonathan Lee Riches and alleges introduction. This is an action for defamation per se, defamation by implication, and related damages arising from defendant Jonathan Lee Riches repeatedly publishing false statements.
She pretends to hate JLR, but she actually helped JLR go after Heels in the Air. And then ultimately doxed Heels in the Air, went and found her voice and made sure to do everything that she could to dox out a woman on hospice care on oxygen for JLR. So in my opinion, that's how that went down from what I seen when I did my own research on it.
Well, she even said, "Oh, I had to go to a source that you know I don't like."
Yep, she did. And guess what else? I also have the video and the link where she went and got Heel's voice to match it up with the voice that JLR had posted, because JLR had hired, per Betty, a private investigator to go after Heels in the Air, a woman in hospice who was dying, who made videos on JLR. Yeah. We know all about that piece of shit.
And that plaintiff Ali Islami was a child abuser, had abused children, had a history of child abuse, was accused of violence against women, and was under criminal investigation in Florida for child abuse. Defendant expressly identified plaintiff by legal name as Ali Islami and by online identity as Nerdy Addict. 3, defendant made his statements publicly on X, formerly Twitter, immediately after defendant waited for plaintiff's flight to arrive.
David, if I was you, I'd be paying attention, bud. Because if I ever get a wild hair up my motherfucking ass, you're done, baby.
In Tucson, Arizona, confronted plaintiff at the airport and received a disorderly conduct citation arising from that incident. 4, at or around the relevant time period, defendants.
Because that little report you like to show, nowhere in there does it state that. Nowhere in there does it state that.
X profile displayed approximately 103,000 followers and used the account identity and branding of JLR Investigates, making the defamatory statements foreseeably broad in reach and more damaging in effect. 5, defendant also told law enforcement that he was at the airport to ask plaintiff about alleged child abuse and represented that plaintiff was under investigation for such allegations. 6, the accusations were false. Plaintiff was not a child abuser. Plaintiff was not under criminal investigation in Florida for child abuse. Florida law enforcement and the Florida Department of Children and Families did not find that plaintiff committed child abuse in the family incident defendant later used to smear plaintiff online. 7, defendant's statement were not opinion, parody, rhetorical insult, or fair comment. Defendant published them as factual accusations of criminal and morally reprehensible conduct. 8, the statements caused injury to plaintiff's reputation, personal safety, emotional well-being, online publishing work, audience relationships, and business relationships in Duval County, Florida. Take it away, Eva.
Can you turn the chat box off for me at the bottom?
I can.
Okay.
Off.
All right, perfect.
Yes, Shady did that. So here, this is exactly how it went down. JLR hated Heels in the Air because she basically called him out for all of his bullshit and had been calling him out. JLR did not like Heels in the Air and wanted to know who she was. She called Betty out. She called JLR out. She called all the tragedy pimps out with this Dolly Vision. On her channel, to this day, there is a playlist of JLR and all the fuck shit that he's pulled. They tried to strike her down. They tried to take her channel. They fucked with her non-fucking stop. Non-stop. Right after the Summer Wells case, and during the Karen Reed case, JLR put an article out that stated a conversation and things that Heels had done in the case that she had covered. And of course, as y'all know, without context, anything can come out to be anything that somebody wants to make it look like.
Yeah.
So either way, I didn't go through all the stuff. I took the time to listen to her. She was heartbroken. She was upset. Pretty much they wanted the entire community to turn on her, called her a racist. They wanted all of us to turn on her.
I didn't help in the matter. Right?
Everybody did turn on her. They did.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't like. I turned on her. I was a little bit fucking pissed
off. I know. But anyways, we won't. Anyways, long story short, Shady's fucking bitch ass went and found a voice that matched the voice that JLR had and matched it up to dox her the fuck out. The jerks then went and found a picture of her daughter and posted the shit, doxing her kid out, and would not take it the fuck down, which is what caused the big ass blowout between me and the fucking jerks. Not to mention they support 6 Up, who Chasing just busted the fuck out for trying to scam with the lawyer fund, and her ass just got fucking sued by Ziggy and didn't show the fuck up, and now owes $7,500.
It's funny how people call us scam. The people calling us scammers are the scammers.
Scammers are the ones fucking scamming.
like I find it hilarious. Like we did not. There was no scam that occurred with Queen's legal fund. You literally saw every single filing was read out. Every email
filing, anything that was filed, even the fucking personal emails between Becky and the lawyer were read out.
I mean, like, and then these people called us a scammer because we didn't give out an itemized list of the billing. And it's like, yeah, we agreed to, we made a promise in the beginning, like, yeah, we would show it. But then that was a stupid ass promise that should have never been said, because at the time we were like, I was an idiot at the time. And a lot of people were fucking stupid at the time in the beginning and didn't realize, hey, maybe we shouldn't show the billing information so that Betty knows exactly what to cost us. Especially when Betty tried to do multiple fucking motions to try to find out Queen's billing information and how much money she was raising in her court case. So we were like, okay, well, that was a stupid idea to say that. But these idiots ran with that and said Queen was scamming because she wouldn't just show her itemized list of every single bill their lawyer gave her. And they pretended like, hey, you know, also it's not, no, I don't think any fucking person shows their itemized bill.
No, and why the fuck would I? So you guys can call me a liar and eat the shit up? No, fuck y'all. But on the other side, no, hold on.
She found a clip basically of Heels talking to Milo in Neapolis or whatever and compared it. Now at the time, basically a lot of her articles were very old, about 10 years ago. And like actually not longer than, I think they were like 2013. Or something like that. They were a very long time ago. And some of them were not good, but they made it really sound a lot worse. You had the glare that screamed at her and called her and said, called her a C word. and started screaming at her. You had a lot of people turn on her. I never called her that. I never screamed at her. I was just very upset because I thought it was, like, what the hell's going on? But to be honest with you, I was a fucking idiot back then. So, it is what it is. Mistakes are made.
We live and learn. Black Hawk Magnum says if JLR was live or posted a video of it, this case may hold up. I thought he did say it on video. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did JLR post the airport encounter on a public platform? I thought they both did. He was live.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, my lawyer said do not share it. It will give her a fucking blueprint on how far to push a frivolous lawsuit and what she can do to charge and run up the fucking bill. And I'll never give you a fucking blueprint for that bitch.
Yeah, especially when she constantly makes threats of suing you now.
She big fucking mad.
Did you see she backtracked with Alex? She's like, I don't
She's mad now because you know what I played last night, or did you miss it all?
I missed a little bit here and there.
Oh,
I
man,
see.
dude, you should have watched that shit. Ooh, I busted his ass clean the fuck out.
I saw most of it, but I didn't see. I didn't see the part with that. I didn't think Betty was brought up. I just saw the Alex.
But she heard what the fuck we were talking about over there, and him talking about an 85-year-old woman's vagina and cooch and all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? Or cooter and all that. Yeah. And
yeah, I mean, you
saying and doing and yeah. Oh yeah.
And also his basically transphobic behavior.
Me, but that bitch won't support that. I know she won't. I know she won't.
Well, the problem is no one's going to want to support that. That's really bad. Only an idiot would want to support that. Like JLR doesn't care because he's a troll. He doesn't really give a fuck. But a lot of people are in the true crime sphere is not going to support basically homophobic terms and going after 84-year-olds with machete, like showing a machete in front of the house and drawing their boobs and stuff like that.
Well, no, and he went after Brian again after. Okay, remember the night before last when he came in my chat and I went off?
Yeah, I know. I
yeah, he went and made a post as soon as he left here. He made a big ass post. So I read it out. He doubled down and said to Brian, same thing. You sent me if it looks like a
you don't have to repeat
like
it.
Blah blah blah. So yeah, that's another thing. Brian Etten, she really likes Brian Etten, and she's fucking mad about that.
Who doesn't like Brian?
I think she's more mad about that than she is the shit that he said to fucking Sue Ellen.
Probably. I don't think she really cares too much about Sue Ellen.
She don't. You know she don't.
I think because a lot of people like Brian Etten. He's like the most non-offensive person ever in the whole
and he's
sphere.
really nice to everybody. Like he's not shitty, he's not mean, he's not rude. He doesn't, you know what I mean? Carry an attitude or a tone. He don't act better than people.
Yeah, he's very approachable, very nice guy. He gets his stories pretty clean, they're pretty in the middle. He gets the scoop. He got a lot of scoops during the Guthrie case. He was like there with a lot of the bus. No, I think honestly, Nerdy, if he has the tape of him saying this on a live stream, he's probably gonna win. You know what I mean? But if
probably gonna have to pay Nerdy.
Yeah, I mean, if JLR, the only way I can
check, bud.
It's going to be expensive for JLR because if he gets an attorney and he somehow has his ability to fight this, it's going to cost him a lot of money. It's probably going to cost him $500 an hour, and they're probably going to want $10,000 to $20,000 down to fight this. So,
man, ouch! All right, here we go.
9 is plaintiff's information. 10, plaintiff publishes online content and is publicly known by his legal name, Ali Aslami, and by the online identity, Nerdy Addict. 11, defendant Jonathan Lee Riches is an individual. Upon information and belief, defendant publishes, posts, broadcasts, comments, and republishes content through social media, including social media platforms, including X, under the handle JLR Investigates. And then we have defendant's information. 13, this court has subject matter jurisdiction because plaintiff elects to proceed in county civil and seeks total monetary recovery in this action of more than $8,000 and not to exceed $50,000 exclusive of interest, costs, and attorney's fees. 14, this court has personal jurisdiction over defendant because defendant committed intentional tortious acts directed at plaintiff, a Florida resident.
Tortious or tortious? It's tortious, right?
I don't know. That's how I've always read it.
Is it? Hold on, we could both be wrong. Hold on.
tortious.
Tortious?
You could be right. I'm usually wrong, so
I might be right.
It's tortious.
I say tortious. My lawyer says tortious. I don't know.
It's tortious. It's tortious.
Katie K says, beats him. We all mess up on here. Learning is what matters. This place isn't easy. Give yourself some grace. I
thank
know
you.
that's right, Miss Katie K. You little sweetheart.
I mean, I think I made it up with Heels because I think we were cool. I actually was on her panel with we were covering the Karen Reed case. I was on the last panel she was.
You did. You went and apologized to her and stuff, and you guys talked. Remember?
Yeah, and I also was on her last panel when we were covering. It was the last panel she had.
Yeah, I thought it was. Well, I thought it was voice. Was it you and Voices?
I was on earlier in the day. She was doing an all dayer, and I had work, so I was in the more in the morning
time. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I found out, that same day something happened. So.
All right, here we go.
Tortious.
You should just love it when I get a word wrong because you get so many wrong.
I get so many wrong. So when I do know the pronunciation of a word, I do get overly hyped. It's tortious.
Somebody in the chat said tortoise. Dolly, I'm gonna say tortoise from now on. Committed intentional tortious acts directed at plaintiff, a Florida resident, through publications accessible and received in Florida, causing injury to plaintiff in Florida. 15, venue is proper in Duval County because plaintiff resides in Duval County. Plaintiff's reputation and business relationships are centered in Duval County. Defendant's publications were received and understood in Duval County, and plaintiff suffered harm in Duval County. Conditions precedent. 16, all conditions precedent to bringing this action have occurred, have been performed, have been waived, or have otherwise been satisfied. 17, on May 25th, 2026 at 8:48 a.m., plaintiff caused defendant to be served with a written notice under section 7701 Florida statutes identifying publications, posts, broadcasts, and specific statements plaintiff alleges to be false and defamatory. 18, the verified return of service states that process server Frank, I'm not going to butcher his last name, served Jonathan Lee Riches in Pasco County, Florida by posting the Florida statute section 77001 pre-suit notice of defamation in a conspicuous place at the premises after knocking on the door. A copy of the verified return of service is attached as Exhibit A. 19, the verified return of service was executed under penalties of perjury on May 26, 2026. 20, more than 5 days passed after service of the written notice before this action was filed. 21, defendant failed to issue a full, fair, and prominent correction, apology, or retraction sufficient to repair the harm caused by the false statements.
Factual allegations. 22, on or about March 19, 2026, plaintiff published investigative reporting concerning defendant Jonathan Lee Riches and a Schuylkill County, Washington law enforcement report. 23, plaintiff's March 19th reporting was based on a Schuylkill County Sheriff's Office report that had been provided to plaintiff in his role as an investigative journalist. 24, plaintiff did not obtain the Schuylkill County Sheriff's Office report through a public record request for that initial March 19th reporting. 25, the Schuylkill County report concerned domestic violence related allegations involving defendant and his girlfriend. 26, the Schuylkill County report identified defendant as a suspect and concerned alleged offenses, including assault, harassment, and interfering with a domestic violence report. A copy of the redacted report is attached as Exhibit J. 27, plaintiff's reporting concerned a matter of public interest because defendant is a public online personality who publishes true crime content and because the reporting was based on law enforcement records concerning domestic violence related allegations. 28, on or about March 20th, 2026, plaintiff submitted a public records request for body-worn camera footage, police audio, and related records concerning the Schuylkill County incident. A screenshot of the records request is attached as Exhibit L. 29, CAD reports subsequently provided to plaintiff reflected probable cause language for assault in the second degree, interfering with reporting domestic violence, and threats to kill, and reflected efforts to locate or apprehend defendant after the incident. Copies of the CAD reports are attached as Exhibit K. On or about March 20th, 2026, the New York Post published its own article concerning the same general subject matter involving defendant and the Schuylkill County domestic violence related allegations. A screenshot of the New York Post article is attached as Exhibit M. Approximately 2 weeks after plaintiff's March 19th reporting, defendant waited for plaintiff's flight to arrive in Tucson, Arizona, confronted plaintiff at the airport, and then published the defamatory statements described below. On or about April 2nd, plaintiff traveled by air from Florida to Tucson, Arizona. 33, defendant knew plaintiff was arriving in Tucson by flight from Florida. 34, defendant waited for plaintiff's flight to arrive in Tucson. 35, plaintiff did not invite defendant to meet him at the airport. And 36, plaintiff did not consent to defendant confronting him at the airport. Take it away, Eva.
All right, 37, defendant confronted plaintiff at or near the Tucson airport after plaintiff arrived from Florida. 38, law enforcement responded to the airport incident. 39, defendant received a disorderly conduct citation arising from the April 2nd, 2026 Tucson airport incident. 40, during the law enforcement encounter, defendant told law enforcement that he was at the airport to ask plaintiff about alleged child abuse accusations. 41, defendant also stated or represented to law enforcement that plaintiff was under investigation for child abuse or similar allegations. 42, defendant's statements to law enforcement were false. 43, plaintiff was not a child abuser. 44, plaintiff was not under criminal investigation in Florida for child abuse. 45, plaintiff had not been found by law enforcement, the Florida Department of Children and Families, or any child welfare agency to have abused a child. 46, approximately 2 years before the Tucson airport incident, neighbors contacted law enforcement after plaintiff's minor stepchild, referred to in this pleading only as the minor child, was placed outside on a back patio for a timeout during a tantrum inside the home. 47, law enforcement reviewed that prior family incident and determined that it was not child abuse. 48, the Florida Department of Children and Families did not find child abuse. 49, upon information and belief, defendant obtained, used, posted, referenced, or amplified a neighbor video from that prior family incident and framed it as evidence that plaintiff was a child abuser. 50, defendant then published multiple false statements on X identifying plaintiff by name and online handle. 51, on April 2nd, 2026 at approximately 3:53 p.m., defendant published the following statement. Nerdy Addict, aka Ali Islami, is pressing charges on me for disorderly conduct. I asked him questions about his past child abuse when he got off a plane. He's now under criminal investigation for threatening me with bodily harm. I'm getting a citation. The screenshot shows approximately 5.5 thousand views. A copy is attached as Exhibit B. 52, on April 2nd, 2026 at approximately 4:44 p.m., defendant published the following statement. Nerdy Addict, aka Ali Islami, accused child abuser, accused of beating Eva Freeth, accused of stalking women in Connecticut. He's pressing charges on me for asking him questions at
the airport.
Yeah, I couldn't see the bottom, sorry.
I'll read the rest. I received a disorderly conduct citation. My court date is 4/28/26 in Tucson. The screenshot shows approximately 2.7K views, almost 3,000 views. A copy is attached as Exhibit C. On April 2nd, 2026, at approximately 5:57 p.m., defendant published the following statement.
Can you stop
Addict, aka Ali Islami, woman beater and accused child abuser arrived in Tucson today. Where is?
I mean, I think I kind of like, I know people get a little tired of lawsuits, but I kind of agree with this one because JLR does this a lot to people. He will post something like that and basically destroy your reputation on Twitter and stuff like that. So, I mean, I think it's pretty I mean, like, if this is true and he just.
Well, I mean, he doxed me the fuck out when I went the fuck off on him for posting Candace being a
mass shooter.
The mass shooter, yeah. I said Summerwell's mother. He posted Summerwell's mother as a mass shooter.
Yeah, picture of him.
And he doxed me.
And then
I don't give a fuck anyways, but he's a little bitch.
Yeah, and I think, like, you know what I mean? He's very reckless on how he basically says these things about
Especially with that big ass channel, boy. Gee, that's your income. I'd really be careful, man. Like he did to that dolly at the crime con, you know?
Yeah. I mean, like, that's the problem. It's like he acts very reckless when he does that type of shit, and he acts like, you know, he's just, this is no big deal. But when you're posting shit like that, there's like tens and tens of thousands of people that see that. And, you know.
He knows that, though.
He knows
social media, you know what I mean? And he knows how social media works.
He just thinks like most people won't sue him. That's the thing.
You know?
Because they don't want to deal with crazy. You know what I mean? But the problem is sometimes you deal with a crazy person, you know, no offense to you, Nerdy, but sometimes you deal with another kind of crazy person and it's like, okay, well, checkmate, motherfucker. I'll see you in court. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because I mean, you're right. JLR does do this to a lot of fucking people.
Yeah, maybe he needs a little bit of a slap in the hand.
A lot of people. A little medicine, maybe.
Yeah, like, hey, you know, maybe you shouldn't claim that people are abusing their children and all this stuff and doing these crazy things in airports and stuff like that. Well, you know, because when you do that, it's kind of like, you know, you're destroying people's reputation and you're also putting them in danger because guess what? There's a lot of people that don't like child abusers. And if they think this guy is a child abuser, they might decide, hey, I might take justice in my own hands. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's not a very smart move, you know, and I think JLR's probably going to have to, if he doesn't take this seriously, he's going to lose. He's going to lose for sure. I don't know what his defense will be, to be honest with you, to be fully honest, because if there's like no records of anything that supports his statements and he just basically lied and just made up a falsehood on a live stream like that or like, you know, in posts and stuff like that, then there's not really a defense that he can have. You know what I mean? Like, it's not good. It's not going to be a defendable case. And he can't really say, oh, well, I was just kidding or I'm not doing satire. He says he's a member of the press. So everything he says is supposed to be taken as fact. So when he makes a statement like that, he's making a statement of fact and he's stating that about.
Which is why the judge is going to take this more serious.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a double-edged sword. I mean, you want to be a member of the press? Well, welcome to being a member of the press. When you pull this type of shit, you get sued. Welcome to the media. It's all fun and games until you get sued.
Nancy Guthrie. The screenshot shows approximately 33,000 views. A copy is attached as Exhibit D. On April 2nd, 2026, at approximately 8:19 p.m., defendant published the following statement. I asked Nerdy Addict, aka Ali Islami, about abusing children and beating women, and he runs to the police. First Amendment, pal. The screenshot shows approximately almost 2,000 views. A copy is attached as Exhibit E. On April 2nd, 2026, at approximately 11:09 p.m., defendant published the following statement. Nerdy Addict, aka Ali Islami, accused child abuse. A copy is attached as Exhibit F. On April 2nd,
You don't have to show a
2026,
loss
at
of income
approximately
for
11:16 p.m., defendant published the following statement. As soon as I get back to Florida.
Yeah, I don't think you have to show a loss of income for what is it, pro defamation per se or something like that. I'm just trying to make sure I got it right. Sometimes I mispronounce words. Yeah. Per se refers to false written spoken statements that are inherently damaging to a person's reputation. Yeah, I said it correctly. Yeah, I don't think you have to actually show damages, like financial damages for it or something like that. You just have to show that it's damaging to your reputation. Woodstock. So that's what I think.
I'm going to cover Nerdy Addict, aka Ali Islami, his child abuse allegations, strangulation of women, stalking and assaulting females, including his girlfriend Eva Freeth. I will be live streaming in front of his house in Jacksonville. Stay tuned. The screenshot shows approximately 371,000 views. A copy is attached as Exhibit G. Defendant also published an X post with no visible timestamp in the screenshot, asserting that plaintiff was under investigation in Florida for child abuse and under investigation in Arizona for threatening bodily harm. A copy is attached as Exhibit H. A screenshot showing public circulation and third-party reactions to the accusations is attached as Exhibit I, with minor related third-party commentary redacted for public filing. The original screenshot should be preserved. 59. Brenda, thank you so much. We appreciate that. That's a huge super chat amount, and we really
Definitely helps with all of this. So thank you very much.
Yeah, all I want to say, like, first of all, this is one of many lawsuits. We told people we were serving retraction notices. They had the opportunity to correct the record. We've said several times that it can be your opinion of something, right? But we gave folks notice, and we didn't ask for a dime from people to file this. All this costs money. You can see those costs on the clerk's filing website, and it's going to cost additional money to get this summons served. So with that said, Brenda, thank you so much. We appreciate it. 58 or 59, at or around the relevant time period, defendant's X profile publicly displayed approximately 103,000 followers. A screenshot of the profile is attached as Exhibit O. Defendant publishes under the name JLR Investigates and holds himself out publicly as an investigative journalist, investigator, or true crime commentator. 61, defendant's self-presentation as an investigative journalist increased the defamatory impact of the statements because readers and viewers were more likely to understand defendant's accusations as being based on investigation, records, or verified facts. 62, defendant did not merely insult plaintiff. Defendant publicly accused plaintiff of child abuse, past child abuse, and abusing children, beating women, and being under criminal investigation while using the public platform branded around investigation. Because defendant held himself out as someone who investigates facts before publishing accusations, defendant knew or should have known that publishing serious accusations of child abuse without confirming whether plaintiff had been found by law enforcement or the Florida Department of Children and Families to have abused a child would foreseeably cause severe reputational harm. Eva, I'll let you take off at 64.
Okay, 64, defendant's failure to verify those accusations before
Let me just pause because these will go away. Don Jr., I got to say the whole name, I guess. Don Jr. Loves Dick sent a floating heart, and Pate sent some jewels over, and we appreciate every single contribution, big or small. Thank you, guys. Sorry, Eva, go ahead. They'll disappear if I don't say something.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. Defendant's failure to verify those accusations before publishing them supports plaintiff's allegations that defendant acted negligently with reckless disregard for truth, with improper motive, and with express malice. 65, defendant's large public following increased the foreseeability. I gotta wait for the gift to disappear. Hold on. And scope of reputational harm caused by the defamatory publications. Upon information and belief after publishing the defamatory April 2nd, 2026 post and before an Arizona injunction hearing, defendant deleted some or all of the posts attached or referenced in this complaint. 67, upon information and belief, defendant later denied in the Arizona injunction proceedings that he deleted posts were made by him. 68, plaintiff has screenshots, witnesses, post contacts, comment threads, and preserved URLs tying to the deleted post to defendant's @JLR Investigates account. A preservation index of URLs and descriptions is attached as Exhibit P. 69, the deletion of the post together with the later denial of authorship despite preserved screenshots and third-party comment threads supports a reasonable interference of bad faith, consciousness of falsity, and express malice. Each of the above statements expressly identified plaintiff as Ali Islami and Nerdy Addict. 71, each of the above statements was published to third parties. 72, each of the above statements was capable of being understood as factual assertion that plaintiff abused children, had a history of child abuse, was credibly accused of child abuse, beat women, strangled a woman, stalked women, and was under active criminal investigation for child abuse. 73, the statements were false. 74, the statements were not rhetorical hyperbole. 75, the statements were not protected opinion. 1 second. 76, the statements were not fair comment. Go ahead.
I just want to say thank you very much to Caroline. Thank you very, very much. We also got a $50 super chat from Jen Fisher, who says, love you guys, stay strong. That was also the message from Brenda that said, Nerdy and Eva, stay strong. Tayo Toys Phil, thank you so much for being a member for 1 month. And again, thank you, Caroline, for sending over super chats. We appreciate it. Sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. I really, really appreciate it, guys. Like, not just the monetary support, but knowing that you guys support us in this, it really means a lot. 76, the statements were not fair comment. 77, the statements were not substantially true. 78, defendant did not merely state that questions existed. Defendant repeatedly branded plaintiff as an accused child abuser, asserted past child abuse, accused plaintiff of abusing children, and stated that plaintiff was under investigation in Florida for child abuse. You scroll up a little bit for me.
Yes, ma'am.
79, the timing and content of defendant's statements show a retaliatory inversion of the same types of allegations plaintiff had reported about defendant: domestic violence related accusations, law enforcement records, and claims of criminal investigation. Defendant turned those categories of accusations back onto plaintiff without reliable factual basis.
80, defendant published those statements immediately after waiting for plaintiff's flight, confronting plaintiff at the Tucson airport, receiving a disorderly conduct citation, and attempting to justify his own conduct. 81, defendant's publications were made to justify defendant's conduct at the Tucson airport and to retaliate against plaintiff for involving law enforcement. 82, defendant acted with express malice, bad faith, improper motive, and reckless disregard for truth. 83, defendant knew or should have known that accusing a person of child abuse would cause severe reputational harm, emotional distress, safety risks, and damage to business and public relationships. 84, defendant knew or should have known that publishing or referencing a neighbor video from a prior family timeout incident after law enforcement and DCF did not find abuse would create a false and defamatory implication that plaintiff abused a child. 85, defendant's statement caused harm to plaintiff in Duval County, Florida, where plaintiff resides, works, publishes content, maintains business relationships, and suffers reputational injury. 86, plaintiff suffered reputational harm, humiliation, emotional distress, loss of goodwill, damage to online audience trust, business harm, safety concerns, and other damages to be proven at trial. 87, to the extent defendant claims any conditional or qualified privilege for statements made to law enforcement, defendant abused and forfeited any such privilege by acting with express malice, bad faith, improper motive, and reckless disregard for truth. 88, defendant's public social media publications were separate publications beyond any statements made to law enforcement and were not privileged. Count 1, defamation per se. Plaintiff realleges paragraphs 1 through 88 as if fully set forth herein. 90, defendant published false statements of fact about plaintiff to third parties. 91, defendant expressly identified plaintiff as Ali Islami and Nerdy Addict. 92, defendant falsely stated that plaintiff was an accused child abuser. 93, defendant falsely stated that plaintiff had past child abuse. 94, defendant falsely stated that plaintiff abused children. 95, defendant falsely stated that plaintiff was under investigation in Florida for child abuse. 96, defendant falsely stated or implied that plaintiff had beaten women, had strangled a woman, had engaged in stalking, or had otherwise committed violence against women. 97, defendant statements were false when made. 98, defendant statements were defamatory on their face. 99, defendant statements imputed criminal conduct to plaintiff. Thank you so much, Lynn. We appreciate you. Lynn sent over $20 and says, go get him. Nice work. Thank you. 100, defendant statements imputed conduct that would naturally expose plaintiff to hatred, contempt, ridicule, disgrace, and reputational injury. 101, defendant statements were especially damaging because plaintiff is an online publisher and commentator whose reputation depends on credibility, lawful conduct, public trust, and audience confidence. 102, defendant statements were also especially damaging because they were published from an X account displaying approximately 103,000 followers. 103, defendant acted negligently, knowingly, recklessly, maliciously, and with improper motive. 104, defendant published the statements after waiting for plaintiff's flight to arrive from Florida, confronting plaintiff at the Tucson airport, receiving a disorderly conduct citation, and attempting to justify his own conduct. Bells BDA, thank you so much. Says, glad you're fighting him, but seriously exhausted for you both. Well done. Appreciate that, Bells. Defendant published the statements after, I already said that. Defendant either knew the accusations were false or acted with reckless disregard for whether they were false. 106, as a direct and proximate result of defendant's defamatory statements, plaintiff suffered presumed damages, reputational harm, humiliation, emotional distress, loss of goodwill, damage to business relationships, audience distrust, safety concerns, and other damages to be proven at trial. Wherefore, plaintiff demands judgment against defendant Jonathan Lee Riches for compensatory damages, presumed damages, special damages, according to proof, costs, and such other relief as this court deems just and proper, with total monetary recovery in this action not to exceed $50,000, exclusive of interest costs and attorney fees. Plaintiff does not plead punitive damages at this time and reserves any right allowed by law to seek leave to amend later, subject to jurisdictional limits or transfer requirements. Eva, I'll let you start off at count 2. You'd be proud of me. I was saying earlier on another stream, compensatory wrong, but now I'm saying it right. As long as as long as I remember, it's not it's it's compensatory. So I just keep saying come in my mind and I get it.
Bro.
Take it away.
Hold on. I'm going to pull it up. So I'm not looking at the YouTube screen really quick, but Sleuthy wants to know why you say distressed the way you do. Say distressed.
Distress. But when I'm reading fast, well, you want distress or distressed? Distressed. When I'm reading fast, though, I just That's how I read when I read fast, Lucy. Compensatory. All right, sorry, go ahead.
All right, where are we at? Count 2?
Yes, defamation by implication.
All right. Okay, 107, plaintiff realleges paragraphs 1 through 88 as if fully set forth herein. 108, defendant published statements, screenshots, videos, video captions, comments, and contextual framing that created a false and defamatory implication about plaintiff. 109, defendant obtained, used, posted, referenced, or amplified a neighbor video from a prior family incident involving plaintiff's minor stepchild, referring to in this pleading only as the minor child. 110, the prior family incident involved a timeout during a tantrum. 111, law enforcement did not find that the incident constituted child abuse. 112, the Florida Department of Children and Families did not find that the incident constituted child abuse. 113, defendant nevertheless framed the video and the prior family incident as evidence that plaintiff was a child abuser. 114, defendant combined the video or references to the video with statements that plaintiff was an accused child abuser, had past child abuse, abused children, and was under investigation in Florida for child abuse. 115, the ordinary reader or viewer would understand defendant's publications to mean that plaintiff had abused a child, had been credibly accused of abusing a child, or was under active criminal investigation for child abuse. 116, that implication was false. 117, defendant created the false implication through omission, selective framing, repetition, and the use of inflammatory labels. 118, defendant omitted material facts, including that law enforcement and the Florida Department of Children and Families did not find abuse. 119, defendant's implication was defamatory because it falsely imputed criminal conduct and morally reprehensible conduct to plaintiff. 120, defendant acted without knowledge of falsity, reckless disregard for truth, express malice, bad faith, and improper motive. 121, as a direct and proximate result of defendant's defamatory implication, plaintiff suffered reputational harm, presumed damages, humiliation, emotional distress, loss of goodwill, business harm, safety concerns, and other damages to be proven at trial. Wherefore, plaintiff demands judgment against defendant Jonathan Lee Riches for compensatory damages, presumed damages were allowed, special damages according to proof, cost, and such other relief as this court deems just and proper, with total monetary recovery in this action not to exceed $50,000, exclusive of interest, costs, and attorney's fees. Request for relief. 1, compensatory damages with total monetary recovery in this action not to exceed $50,000, exclusive of interest, costs, and attorney's fees. 2, presumed damages for defamation per se. 3, special damages according to proof. 4, general damages for reputational harm, humiliation, mental anguish, and loss of goodwill. 5, cost of this action. 6, plaintiff does not plead punitive damages at this time, but reverses any right allowed by law to seek leave to amend later, subject to jurisdictional limits or transfer requirements. 7, such other relief as the court deems just and proper.
Demand for jury trial. Plaintiff demands trial by jury on all issues so triable. Respectfully submitted. Ali Islami, pro se. And then verification under penalties of perjury. I declare that I've read the foregoing complaint and that the facts stated in it are true and correct to the best of my knowledge, information, and belief. And then we have an exhibit index here with all the tweets, the verification from the affidavit that we served him in good faith, the note to retract statements. We have a preservation index for deleted ex post. Remember in that injunction hearing, those weren't him. Well, we have the URLs along with the comment threads that reference what he tweeted and then deleted. So that was filed last night before midnight. We got confirmation, I want to say around this afternoon, that it was accepted by the clerk in the court. We will now issue a summons and work on getting him served. So for those, I see some.
Your audio cut out.
Uh-oh, JLR ain't ready.
But yeah, I just wanted to answer Woodstock, basically. Like, the person was like, well, we were usually against the depositions. Not per se.
Deposition at all. I love a fucking deposition, but I love a good deposition. But I will say, when it comes to JLR, you can't keep fucking with people. And JLR is one of the most litigious men in the fucking world here. If somebody wants to sue him, hey, do you?
Yeah, it's like the guy goes there and he states like statements of facts about people, defamatory things that could be very dangerous, and he does it a lot. And someone needs, and he gets rewarded.
Not only that, according to Betty, JLR paid for the lawsuit for her to sue me for 2.5 years. So
true.
Fuck yeah, both. Do whatever the fuck y'all are gonna do.
Yeah, I mean,
go back with my popcorn and watch.
I mean, am I gonna tell Nerdy that he should just take being called a child abuser and all that and not do anything about it? I mean, he shouldn't just go to the courts and try to decide to get some sort of remedy for the situation, because the truth of the matter is that JLR does that to a lot of people. And it's like, I'm against frivolous lawsuits. I'm absolutely against frivolous lawsuits and bullshit. But I don't think this is frivolous. I don't think it's frivolous at all, because especially if there is no child abuse, there's no arrest for abusing women and all this stuff. And it's just him just
You
basically
can't just
fucking,
go around lying on folks like that.
yeah. I mean, so
Especially
JLR
on a channel of 500,000.
yeah. So JLR is going to have to fucking, I mean, these are serious claims. This is a serious defamation, because you're claiming someone is committing a crime, which is abusing children. It's damaging to your reputation, and it was done with, at the very least, recklessness, complete recklessness, not to check and verify the facts. So, I mean, and I think it was done
And
purposely.
reckless disregarded the fact that more people watch his channel than the fucking local news, or
Yeah.
you know, news in the United States.
Yeah. So I mean, I
So
get
that
like,
becomes a problem, a big fucking problem, especially when he's lying on somebody and it pertains to their children.
yeah. And he does that. He does that a lot. I mean, like, so I mean, what he should have done, he should not have done that. It was ridiculous. He went to an airport and basically made these statements because he didn't like tweets from the guy. Now, do I think that he's going to lose the case? You know, like JLR is like 100% going to lose. I don't know. Depends on how seriously it takes it. Depends on the type of lawyer he gets. Depends on a lot of aspects to the case. But it's going to cost him, and most likely for this figure, he's going to have to hire an attorney. I think he might think he can pro se it, but I think he's going to automatically lose if he pro ses. JLR pro says this, because I don't think he's going to have to hire an attorney. No doubt about it. And they're not cheap. Queen can tell you that.
Nope. And when you have a large audience, it comes with a big responsibility.
Yeah, well, he says he's a media, he's the news, and that's it. I mean, if that answers your question, Woodstock. I'm not like, singling you out, because I just figure you have the same question most people have, because we are against frivolous lawsuits, and I just figured I'd answer it. So it's not singling you out, just answering your question and all that,
I muted. Sorry, I was trying to do multiple things here. People saying where are the facts of his statements. There were no facts of the statements. This is what and why I put this in the lawsuit. This was retaliatory. This was, in my opinion, due to my reporting, showing that the Arkansas no contact order had been issued, and then the documents from Schuylkill County, Washington being posted on nerdbirdmafia.com. And the reason why I say that is because that video that he posted has been available for 2 years. In fact,
no, we don't accuse people of abusing their children if they don't. Especially if there's no fucking proof or police reports to back that up. No, you don't just go the fuck around saying that. Have any of your group of creators ever accused anyone of child abuse? Not unless they're actually abusing their child, no.
Yeah.
No.
And listen, now he's going to have to defend his claim. And you know what? If JLR has proof and he's got truth is still absolute proof and he actually shows it, then it is what it is. But I don't think he has that proof.
Right. He didn't play a one fucking document to even make such allegations.
Yeah, he didn't show a document on a lot. He didn't show a tweet showing any of the CPS or any of these documents. He basically made an allegation and just dog whistled to his audience. Did he show any proof? Did he talk about any proof at all? No. He didn't foil one document to make such an allegation. It was all retaliatory. Yeah. So I'm just saying. And people say it's ridiculous. Well, I mean, the problem is that, when it happens to you, it's not going to be ridiculous. When a YouTuber comes to your house or comes to you and starts accusing you of things on live streams and you have no ability to fight back, then it becomes a problem.
Oh yeah, oh my God, girl, you got called all kinds of shit. Holy fucking hellfire.
Who?
Tyler. She was reported to the feds, local police for selling drugs, hacking HIPAA, child exploitation, hacking into the CIA. I was seeking drugs and giving college kids drugs and abusing her kids. She was also accused. Oh my God, Jesus Lord, fuck. We can go on and on for days. Michael Long's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's the dangerous thing about what JLR does. He says things without just retaliatory. Just does it just because he's pissed off at you, which is kind of fucked up.
She says, "Do you know how much law enforcement doesn't care?" Oh, fuck right, we know.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, like, now JLR is going to have to defend himself. He's going to have to go in court, and he has to show his proof that he can support, that he can make these statements. And maybe next time when he makes a statement about someone else like this, he'll rethink it and say to himself, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't say these things without proof and just do it retaliatory to someone I don't like. You know what I mean? Maybe it could be a learning experience. I don't think this is going to like bankrupt JLR or anything. It's only like $50,000. And I think JLR is probably, I wouldn't be shocked if he was like a millionaire right now, to be honest with you. So it's probably not a big deal monetarily for him at this point because he makes a lot of fucking money on YouTube and his merch. But it might give him like, hey, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I shouldn't say that once in a while.
Well, here's the 3 tragedy pimps, 3 of them from the Guthrie case. And they all got the legal fund grift going on. The one in the middle here was never even arrested, but he's got him a legal fund. This 857 in the middle. Alex to the right. You guys know that shitbag. The Juice to the left. So the Juice has got 10K on him. He got his little legal fund.
Wait a minute. Why does he need 10K?
And he don't. You know,
misdemeanor?
No, he don't. That's why I call it the fucking grift. The grift of the Guthrie Century case here. Because Alex is asking for $15,000, and that's the dumb fuck that needs a lawyer. He don't need no goddamn lawyer. Juice don't need no lawyer, and 5857 was never arrested. He's a fucking scamming piece of shit.
Yeah, he wasn't even arrested. He decided, right?
Bitches. They're all grifting for fucking money right now.
I mean, like, what's the cost of the citation? Like $500?
Yeah, if that.
Like, you don't need thousands of dollars to fight that. You could just, the worst case scenario, you go in and say, hey, I wasn't doing it. This, okay, you did it. And then they charge you $500.
Oh, yeah. They are some shit bags. Here's this shit bag right here.
The same thing with the Juice. Like, what the hell is Juice is not facing jail time or anything like that. He's facing a fine.
Exactly. So they don't need this money. That's why I'm saying it's fraudulent. They're scamming.
In our opinion.
Alex's goal is 15,000. He's got 1,200 so far because ain't nobody want to report or want to fucking deal with this shit bag.
He might need about 5,000 to be honest with you. It might be more because he did that resisting arrest shit, which is really bad. That's like the worst charge of them all, actually.
Yep. So 857 didn't get a ticket at all, and Juice got a misdemeanor that he should be able to take care of anyways. Should have been able to take care of that. And 857, in my opinion, is just fucking scamming. Just scamming for money just because he can.
Yeah, it's kind of outrageous.
His name while they sit there and talk all kind of shit.
Yeah, they're like, this is because they're going to be like, oh, this is the First Amendment, freedom of speech. I'm like, brother, you're not doing freedom of speech. What the fuck are you talking about? You got, you got criminal network that's showing himself on the side of the road in a bush. I'm like, sir, number one, that's a nuisance. Number two, that's a hazard because no one can barely see you in that bush and you're right on the road. So what if a car comes down and hits you with a car? What are you going to do? Like, you're a dummy. Like an absolute dummy. You're like literally sitting on the fucking road. And you're staring at a house and doing these crazy things. I'm so stupid. JLR is funding the guys and telling them to grab. Well, I mean, like, you don't for like what? I mean, like, what is it new? Like, what? Oh, let's go to Arizona nuisance. That's what they were arrested for. Nuisance, Arizona.
Breaking news! Breaking news! Breaking news! Breaking news! Breaking news out of Florida. A 65-page civil lawsuit has been filed and accepted by the Florida courts, naming Ali, aka Nerdy, as the plaintiff and Jonathan Lee Riches as the defendant. Uh-oh. This shit cracks me up. Bitch, you gonna drop more money on a lawyer, huh? A bunch of fucking idiots trying to stay relevant. That's about all we got going on here with these fuckers.
Yeah, they're such stupid people, those three guys. Like, I mean, like, the juice probably, like, the judge is not going to throw the damn book at him. He just goes in there and basically pleads his case and just say, hey, I was just there to film about this case. You know, he didn't resist arrest. He didn't do anything stupid. The judge would probably just fine his ass or something like that. I can't imagine a situation he gets like a conviction and goes to jail for fucking 120 days or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Alex, you better hire a good attorney. I'm telling you, you're absolutely fucked. Like, that resisting arrest thing was bad. And you completely acting like a fool online is not helping. So.
Oh my God. Captain Kev Man. Why do you do this?
Captain Kevman? Who's Captain Kevman? Is it Captain Caveman?
No, it says Kev, like Kev, like his name Kevin. And it says Kev, Kev Man, like he put his name in there. You know what I mean? But here, you know what though? Listen, we got to do this too. Like here, okay, Shaby. I'm glad you put this up. I need to go get Nerdy's channel again and share it with you guys. But the Deuce has to retain a lawyer due to conflict of interest. So now he's got 10 grand and he can't even hire a fucking lawyer.
How is that even possible? It should be pretty easy. It's not like a civil litigation matter.
You know, and that's just
so I could have got really screwed being there and getting a ticket if that was me.
Yeah, look at
that was.
I understand that. You know, people want to go there. You want to go there. You got to go there to get your style linked anyways. But
no, I'm getting that shipped back to me from DD. They're shipping it back.
No, good. Don't go there to get arrested. I mean, it doesn't. It does you no good, right?
Yeah.
And just let it all play out, because at some point, you know, you'll be able to go back and. I mean, I don't think there's anything they can do if you guys were to go and hang out at the police station. I mean, that's your God-given right too. You can go there. But I just think they're looking for any reason to do anything to anybody except.
Oh, you go to the police station?
You know,
right.
Well, we've been trying to say go to the police station. Stop standing outside Nancy's. Let these people go home.
Yeah, but like, you think the cops are corrupt and they're trying to get you for anything. So your piece of advice is to do a hangout at the police station where the corrupt cops are that's trying to put you in jail. Does that make any fucking sense?
Did y'all happen to see the body cam video that Nerdy FOIA'd of when the incident happened at the airport? Did y'all happen to see that?
I seen the video, yeah.
It was very interesting, too, how he was saying Nerdy's legal first and last name very loudly in an airport. Just so the ignorant people in there, you know, just so you could, and even Nerdy brought it up to the cops and said, you know, this is what he's doing. He's trying to
Back the car. We're ready to go under.
What were you saying?
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I just didn't know if y'all caught that, too, because he also did that at the airport, that he used Nerdy's ethnicity, you know, to try to, you know, intimidate him.
I'm not surprised. The guy does that a lot. He's a fucking does that a lot to people. But when you make false allegations, I think he crossed the line, and he's in big trouble. That's. I think he's gonna have to pay for an attorney. There's like, this is a very serious allegations, and he's gonna have to he's gonna need an attorney. Now I don't know if Nerdy's gonna win. I don't know the situation. I don't know the evidence that JLR is gonna come through. But if he doesn't take it seriously, he's going to lose. I can guarantee you that.
Well,
These are not-
months and months and months and months ago, Nerdy showed the proof of those allegations that they were not true. They were unfounded. He put the proof out, did a live on it. I forget, something had popped off. And he put it all out, and
Mhm.
you know, everything that JLR said that he claimed as fact is not true.
Yeah,
not
that's a
good.
problem. That's a major problem. But but he was, that type of deal. It's.
I'll hop down and let you get back to playing this. I just wanted to bring out too, because it stood out. He kept saying his first and last name very loudly at the baggage claim area, just to get people's attention, because if you have a different name from a different area, ignorant folk, they'll be like, oh my God, but that's what, and he, Nerd even said something too about the cops. Now, can he sue him for that? No, because he's just saying his legal name in an airport, but we know what the meaning was behind it.
I mean,
Sue over it.
I agree with you, but you know what? You put the chat through enough torture, according to Sucker and Succotash. This was torture listening to you. It was like, well, I'm sure people are going to do a confession now.
She loves me. What are you talking about? She loves me.
You're torturing poor people here. Terrible, Rob.
God. Good Lord. Like, I care what she says. I'm just glad I ain't got to stand up for her
at
kid
least
no more.
30 people do. 30 people care what she says.
Yeah. Yep.
I wonder if 857 and Alice are collecting. I don't know what they're collecting, and probably not a good idea. Probably I should not have read that, but
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think honestly, 857, because didn't he collect money for bail too? They were donating for him bail. It kind of reminded me of Justin. Remember Justin was collecting money when Betty got arrested?
Yeah. And then he didn't give it to her. It was great.
He didn't give
It was
her any of the
great.
money. He kept all the money.
It was great. And then he said, well, I wasn't collecting for her. I just kind of just put it out there like maybe y'all would want to, help her get some money. I'm like, bitch, you took her money. That's
And she was so
Spend it on
pissed
your
off at
monkey.
him. She was so pissed off at him, too. I was hilarious.
I tell you what, BJ was so pissed off that he let Queen play those clips and he was in her chat. If he'd have jumped on panel, I think she'd have stroked out. She might have got pregnant again. Good God. Holy smashola.
I don't know. It seems
What
very.
pissed me about MM, it's like, it's okay for her to talk shit about Queen and other people, and say, well, I just don't stand for other people's children that I don't know. Okay, well, message accepted. I won't ever stand for your kid again. And then you make fun of Queen talking and her, her voice, we make fun of yours, little tit for tat, and everybody gets their panties in a wad. Shut up.
Yeah. I just can't believe the Jews collected $10,500 for a fucking misdemeanor too. The fuck are you doing, sir? Are you serious? And then you're like, I can't get a lawyer because there's a conflict of interest. What do you mean conflict of interest? You can't find a lawyer in Arizona to represent you?
Yep. Ruby Sue, hush. I know, it's BTM. I know. He sucks.
What?
She said, you suck.
I
said, it's BTM, and she said, you suck. That's BTM sucks.
Did you get that mask I sent you for Ruby Sue so she can go outside and not scare the children?
She's so beautiful. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. She's
make sure you wear that mask. Or wear the mask. Have Ruby Sue wear that mask so you don't scare people.
Your plant's roots are yellow and black.
I mean, also maybe a diet plan for Ruby Sue too. That dog is getting fat.
You give them well water.
You
give your plants well water.
That's probably Roro. She uses a 1920s phone. She does rotary calls to us. She's it takes her about an hour to call in.
Shut up! Shut up! Am I echoing?
No, you're not. Maybe sometimes,
Psycho Cunt said I don't hear an echo. Psycho Cunt's my girl.
Yeah.
I'll never forget Psycho Cunt sending BJ a super chat, and she said she started to read it. She goes, Psycho, what did we say? Oh shit! Hold on.
Where did the pro bono attorney go? I don't know. Where did unicorns go? I don't know. Where did the fucking dragons go? fantasy land. It disappeared. There's no fucking pro bono attorney that's just going to decide to represent you. Not even the attorneys that represent Karen Reed are pro bono. They get paid. There's no finding a fucking lawyer that works for you for free pro bono for a civil or a civil case is like finding a fucking unicorn or finding the Loch Ness monster or finding a dragon. You would have a better chance of finding Bigfoot in the woods than finding a pro bono attorney that's going to represent you in a civil case for no fucking money.
We found Bigfoot. Stitching made Bigfoot for Mr.
Defamation case, I should say. Defamation case, I should say. There are like fee agreements for like negligence, like, oh, you trip and fall and stuff like that. You did find Bigfoot? Oh, I'm glad.
Yeah. Stitching made Bigfoot for Mr. Rowe. Hey, let me ask you a question. Can you take a defamation case to small claims court? In small claims, just like it's determined like by the, as long as it's not criminal and just the dollar amount?
I think that's what Ziggy won?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was small claims court.
Yeah. I'm gonna DM you something after this. I want you to listen to.
Okay.
I sent it to Queen. My mind was blown, but I'm not gonna talk about it till you see it and see what you think.
But the problem,
was not stalking JLR. No, he was not stalking.
But the problem is that, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of A4 auditors, but this is not an A4. This is not an A1 auditor situation. This is a situation where they told him to get the fuck out of someone's fucking, like, stop being a nuisance and standing in the middle of the road like a dummy. But, I mean, whatever. 7,000 she won, and some was specifically for her daughter. Yeah, it was some serious crazy shit that 6 Up said.
But I think it's bullshit on both ends. Okay, I think it's bullshit that Ziggy brought it. I think it's a tit for tat. But I can say, and I ain't sticking up for nobody, is the stuff that Ziggy alleged in court, because 6 Up didn't show up. I guess she didn't have to prove that.
Well, the judge can only go with one side of the story. You automatically lose. I mean, it's just like if you don't produce witnesses or you don't show up. You know, like, for instance, Alex Jones lost his defamation case, like, defense, because guess what? He didn't do the discovery, and the game default on that.
Yep.
It was 7,500, but Rose a little bit off. It's close to 7,000, something like that.
So, like, after you lost and you filed an appeal, right? You've lost and you filed something. Would you? Never mind. I'm just going. I don't know if I would call a judge a bald, no small dick, dumbass motherfucker. I just wouldn't.
Well, I mean, if you want to, like, you know, have a bad day. I mean, I usually don't, like, insult judges.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're usually the type of people that, you know, you don't want to piss off. So what are we looking at, Queen? It says, the search continues, boots on, 61 day. Queen's probably getting attacked by Tiny.
Yeah, see, I got to look into it more, Samantha. I don't know. I know that her daughter got 2,500 and Ziggy got 1,000.
Oh, so Just Man says 6 Up did a live defaming the judge and his family.
Yeah,
that's going to look
really
great.
Bad. It was really bad.
I have it downloaded.
Okay.
Yeah, JLR's I guess being nasty as hell too, nerdy. Yeah. They hold on a second. There's some stuff I have pulled up real quick, but this is where what's his name? Alex comes out and says he's smoking a joint for Nancy.
He's driving all mad like that. He has a son in his car, a little kid in the front seat.
Yeah.
You see him smoking. He got his blunt in his hand, a little joint or whatever. Public consumption. Smoking or consuming marijuana in a public place or open space is illegal. This includes sidewalks, parks, restaurants, and vehicles. Violations can result in penalties. You're a dumb fuck to sit out there and do that anyways.
Yeah. It's also a bad image when you're, like, trying to solve a criminal case when you're committing more crimes.
Yeah.
You know, not a very good idea.
Jeez, man.
They
Then
can
we
kind of
have
start
here,
out.
we got to share this because this right here blew the fuck out of me. Look at this dumbass right here. He's claiming Nerdy Addict has a gag order on him. Are you
Oh my
fucking
lord.
serious, Ted? You fucking weirdo. Ted, listen. How about you stop being a weird fuck?
Oh no! Hold on, I think this one's gonna decline. I might have to wash dishes. 1 second. Let me try my work one. Let's see. If it approves, they didn't fire me yet. Oh shit! It might be fired. Wait 1 second. Oh god! Come on! Yeah! I got a job still. All right. I love it, baby. Still got a job? All right, man. Take care of yourself. Love you, man. God bless. All right, I still got a job.
Is that when you know, Ted, your credit card's gone?
Yep. As soon as that thing declines, that's it. I just go right back home and I put a blanket over my head and I just sit there and cry to myself.
Yeah. I just
unemployment office and fill it all out so you get that fun check.
that's what I'm saying.
I bet you do, Ted. I bet you do.
A couple weeks ago.
Oh, I got to figure out how to get let go. I'm so sick of selling lasers. Well, I guess if I keep live streaming during the day, I mean, they still won't fire me because I sell them. Like, dude, I'm live streaming all day. Fire me already. You got Nerdy Addict. He gagged me and everything, and my boss thought it was funny. They're like, who's that ugly son of a bitch? Like,
Your boss.
Why
said
you
that?
always lying? Why you
Your
always
boss?
lying? Bitch, you are a liar. No, the fuck he didn't gag you, you lying fucking sack of shit, Ted.
Maybe he
So what
wishes
I'm-
he was.
So what I'm
God,
hearing
Ted,
is
a lying
Ted is
sack of
now.
shit.
Are you
Ted, you're now
coconut again,
bringing your
Ro?
boss.
Ro, can you hear us?
Huh?
Ro, can you hear us?
No.
Okay, because she was just talking. I think she couldn't hear you. She was talking over you, Queen.
Oh, yeah, she probably had no idea then. Yeah, what a loser. What a fucking loser he is.
gagged me and everything, and my boss thought it was funny. They're like, who's this? If I keep live streaming during the day, I mean, they still won't fire me because I sell them. Like, dude, I'm live streaming all day. Fire me already. You got Nerdy Addict. He gagged me and everything, and my boss thought it was funny. They're like, who's that ugly son of a bitch, like, midget guy? And I'm like, I'm short too. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna, like, we don't care about that guy. You know, in sales, you're only as good as because you're selling. So, if I wasn't selling, that might matter. But he tagged me in all the company posts and stuff. And he thought that would move the needle. And all my buddies are like, who's that fool? It was so funny.
Yeah, the thing, like,
Sense? Does that make any sense? Yeah.
No, not at all.
Don't drop the
Whatever.
soap bar, Nerdy.
Ted, you sound like an idiot.
Well, sound like or is?
Yeah, he's saying Nerdy gag ordered Ted. No, he did not. And can't. No, they said Nerdy. They were not talking about JLR. He said Nerdy right there. I'll replay it again for you. Hold on. Let me replay it. I'll take it back for you.
So you get that fun check.
That's what I'm saying. I just got let go from my full-time job a couple weeks ago.
Oh, I got to figure out how to get let go. I'm so sick of selling lasers. Well, I guess if I keep live streaming during the day, I mean, they still won't fire me because I sell them. Like, dude, I'm live streaming all day. Fire me already. You got Nerdy Addict. He gagged me and everything, and my boss thought it was funny. They're like, who's that?
You got Nerdy Addict. He gagged me and everything. And my boss thought it was funny. He clearly said Nerdy Addict, not JLR.
Ugly son of a bitch, like, midget guy. And I'm like,
And Ted, your ugly ass is one to be talking, you little freak. You little weirdo. Now, look what he's doing. Larry talks about his name getting out while in Vegas. Says that he, he's met, he believes in God. He's had a wake up call. But this right here pissed me clean the fuck off. Because how dare someone clip Larry? He's never been at a gravesite praying. He says Nerdy doxing him has humbled him, and now he's found God.
cheer them on. Make that want to be so evil that it, and again,
And listen to this. This fucking tragedy pimp right here tries to play it off like he's just an innocent guy at some murdered child's gravesite praying the word of God. And people just come and harass him because Nerdy fucking doxed him. Get the fuck out of here. You shouldn't even be at somebody's fucking gravesite like that, Ted. Doing it to live stream for attention.
This isn't about me. I'm sure everybody on this channel has their own stories of people that maybe don't cheer them on, maybe don't want them to do good. But for one example that I thought about last night, sorry, I just need a little water, is showing my moments on YouTube, my moments that maybe I'm not as proud of, but then again, you're not doing clippings of when I'm at a gravesite and I'm doing a prayer for a murdered child. Now, I don't claim to be
What, you need a compliment
right?
for that?
I'm not trying to.
Like, do you want a sticker?
Well, the only reason why he said it was because, you know, he wants he wants those ass pats. I mean, duh, he's got to make his chat think he's good people.
Guys, I went to some random child's gravesite and I started praying.
Some random murdered child. Say that now. You gotta see.
A murder child. Can I get a sticker? Maybe a super chat? Maybe two?
When we
to
get
say
a
how much
for Ted.
Like, okay. I mean, people do good things because they want to do good things. They don't need to get like complimented on the internet. And
or
welcome
use it to, you know, try to make somebody else look like shit.
I mean, congratulations, you're a human being. I mean, you feel bad for dead children. That's kind of a low bar, I'm gonna say. Another thing is that you're sitting there, it's like, why do people clip me in my worst moments? Welcome to the motherfucking, you're a media person. What do you think people are gonna do? You think like people don't clip us when we say fucking stupid shit sometimes, or say things that they take out of, yeah, like,
unless you hire your own clippers, they're not going to clip exactly what the fuck you want.
you could go clip your own shit.
And I do, because I'm not hiring anybody to do that. If they want to clip me, cool. If you want to help me grow, cool. But if you don't, I'll do it my damn self. I've been doing it myself.
But I'm saying, like, Ted's got like this thing, like, why do these clippers don't clip the good things? Well, you have the ability to make a channel. You have a channel, just
right?
clip
Or
yourself.
he can pay somebody to clip him.
Or he could do it himself and save himself money. He's not
what
like
I'm saying is he's saying he don't have time to do it himself. People just don't clip him in a good light. Well, then that's fine. If you want to be clipped in a good light every time from every live, you need to hire somebody to do that for you.
Okay, well, I don't think it would take you that long. I mean, for him to clip himself.
Oh, he's busy, BTM. Don't you know he drives around all day, every day on missions, every day.
What do you mean missions? Like, what's a mission?
Like, you know, reading the Bible, to the internet, live streaming in a hotel room, to going to a missing and murdered child's grave, to pray for him, to going to get his Starlink from Nancy Guthrie's, to going to check in with the JLR, see where he's at. He fucking goes all over. He goes all fucking over. He just got lost in the, he went to go, he got a rental car for what, I don't know. Got a rental car and drove it the fuck around. And when he went to go take it back, he lost his car. It took him over an hour and a half to find his own goddamn car in a parking garage.
Interesting.
Yes.
Wait a minute, he doesn't take like a...
That too. He had to content farm that too.
Wait a minute, he doesn't take a photo of his parking spot where he parks his car?
And not the level, and not what fucking floor, and none.
Because that's what I do. I mean, when I was hanging out, you know, and I was...
Oh yeah, normal people do. They, okay, level 7, row 5.
Yeah, take a picture.
Right, car number 7. I mean, it's not that fucking hard. But today he lost his car again, Lola. Serious?
So the person that's going to look for Nancy Guthrie can't even find his own car? Okay. You can't even make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. How do you lose your car twice? I would definitely. I mean, like, I just think it's so stupid. This guy's an idiot. It's like, oh, they're not clipping me appropriately. The guy, my bad moments. Well, welcome to the internet. I mean, okay. Like, this is the problem with you, Ted. I'm going to talk to you, Ted, and maybe Alex and maybe the Juice too. You guys didn't have a chance to develop your channels with like 1 or 2 people watching you. So your mistakes, you know, so that you could make a couple of mistakes and then, you know, you'll live and learn. You were literally pushed all the way up to like medium level streaming, and you're amateurs. You have no clue what you're doing.
JLR launched them into the spotlight, helped them grow their fucking channels, and all their fuck ups and mistakes are being fucking spotlighted.
Yeah. You did not have
your grifting and your grift bullshit. Most creators do that when they got 1,000 or 2,000 subs. They learn to not do that dumbass shit.
Yeah. Or they learn to just like, hey, maybe I shouldn't do this, or maybe I shouldn't say that, or maybe I shouldn't tell them about my job or my name or everything like that. You know, they learn these things, but you didn't get to learn these things. And guess what? You're getting a fucking hard knocks life education right now on what not to do. You're doing all the mistakes. Every single mistake you can think of being a live streamer, you're doing. You're talking about your job. You're talking about how you stream on your jobs. I'm sure that's not going to go back on you and bite you in your ass. You basically show all your shitty things. Now you're saying that you should get ass pats and fucking super chats because you go to a random kid's grave and pray for a dead child. Like, and what? First off, if you want to go to first off, if you want to do that, you could do that, but don't expect compliments from people and think that they're going to think you're the greatest person ever. Like, it doesn't work that way. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. People do good things for good things' sake, not because the internet is going to give them ass pats and super chats. All these dudes are total losers to get a real job. Well, he does have a job. He does sales, which he told everyone about, which was the dumbest move ever to do. You don't tell people your job. I'm sorry, it just doesn't work that way on these streets. And it's kind of funny that JLR doesn't want to pay any money. Like, let me see. You have what's the juice? What was the juice's GoFundMe? Did we see JLR donate any money?
Oh, here. Let me go. I'll go to the juices. I got their stuff pulled up actually.
Yeah, let me see.
I thought I sent it to you, but maybe I didn't. Hold on.
You might have, but I might have just not looked at it. Let me see. The juice.
Yeah, his is filled.
Yeah, but I'm saying, do you see JLR's name there?
It's already done. It's you can't go back in it. It just shows that it's filled.
Oh, it doesn't show who's donated?
I think because he's closed it. I don't know. I can't.
Can you send it to me?
Yeah, I'll go grab it again. Yeah.
But I wonder, like, let me see. Did JLR donate any money to it? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see if I see JLR. You know, big donos from JLR. I'm looking at Alex's. Nope, I don't see anything from JLR for Alex. You know, you think the guy who makes like, you know, $20,000 a week or something like that, or $10,000 a week would donate you some money. But, you know, like $1,000 here or there. But nope, no money for you, Alex. But he'll make money off your back. He loves when people commit crimes. Oh, he donated $500. He didn't donate $500.
Here's the links for all of them right here. So
I'll check on my Discord.
Yeah, I was just gonna say go to your Discord and I'll drop it in your inbox. But yeah, here's all their links. So whereabouts are we at on here? Do we got the?
He paid for the entire trip for Vegas because that's a business expense.
Criminal Network. Here's Criminal Network's link, and here's the Give Send Go. The Juice Give Send Go 857 Tucson. It's all here. All these for these frauds. And yes, they people are watching, and they will turn them the fuck in. So I really hope they tend to pay for lawyers because I'm
looking for
taking in money for a lawyer fund and then not spending it on lawyers is fraud. Yeah, here's Alex's 15,000. He's raised 1,300 so far.
Yeah, JLR didn't donate.
JLR didn't donate to his?
Nope. Maybe he'll do it later. We'll see. We'll see.
Let's see.
I'm just looking up the names on the side.
quite a few anonymous ones, but people really do use their fucking names in here like a dumbass. They probably don't even realize they did it.
Yeah, usually you have to do the check mark. You know what I mean? So some people.
Well, here's one of the dumbasses that really support them. I believe in you, Alex. Love you always. This is one of them fucking idiots right here that promotes them and just, loves everything about him. Here, let's follow this to get the updates.
Let me see. Because if I don't see JLR's fucking name in these things, I'm going to be like, yo, what the fuck? You got these guys on your show?
I'm successfully following this bitch. And you know what? I want to pray that they cancel this and shut this motherfucker down. I want to pray that you don't fulfill this bitch because I don't think you're going to use it, in my opinion, for what it's intended for. That's my opinion. There's my prayer.
Well, yeah, I'm still scrolling through. I don't see any JLR stuff.
I do think the Juice will use his because here it's opened up now. We can look at it. I do think the Juice will use his because he's got that nursing license or whatever he's trying to save.
Listen, most
JLR investigates right here, 500. The JLR Army supports you because you are innocent. No, he's not, JLR. And you know he's not. He went out there after he was fucking told not to go out there, period. That's not innocent.
Yeah, that's
you.
Innocence means that you didn't commit the crime.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if I go into the store
walked up and arrested you because for no reason and they didn't tell you to leave, get out of there, none of that. You've already been arrested before. You were told to get the fuck out of there. You knew not to go back there. JLR told you not to go back there. And you still did it anyways.
What a dummy.
Yeah. What am I doing here? Come on.
I don't know. Well, we know Duke's not happy.
What?
We know Duke's not happy.
Oh, I don't care about Duke being happy right now. I'm trying to figure out if these gives thing goes. All right, here's this fraud. In my opinion, this one's a fraud too. Scam. Well, actually, it's in a group that he's a scammer. It's in one of the Facebook groups that he's a scammer. But anyways, he's asking for $7,000 for
a citation.
Yeah, a citation. He was never arrested. He doesn't have a legal fund and he doesn't have a lawyer. So at this point, he might hire one. I don't know, but he ain't got one right now. And he docked himself right here. Damien, whatever. That's his own shit.
Yeah, but he's gonna cry that that doxed him out, and then make up a bullshit story that it got mailed 7 fucking pizzas or 10 pizzas. Sure.
Yeah, that was just some crybaby shit to make himself relevant.
That's how you know these guys are amateurs in the live streaming sphere, because you're sitting there like,
come on and say anything, right?
Yeah, like if you actually got hit like that, you remember that happened to you? We kept fucking
called
quiet.
the place and spoke to somebody else and took care of it, and it didn't happen again. But I never said about it until after the fact, about 5 months later.
Like you told me in the back chat, and we continued the stream, and you were handling things in the background.
Never said a word about it because I ain't giving them hoes the satisfaction ever knowing they fucking did some dumbass shit.
Yeah.
And then I remember my neighbor coming over like, "Hey, did you order all these pizzas?" I was like, "No." Have that?
Are they paid for? I mean, if they're paid for, okay, whatever.
Well, I mean, the pizza place gave them to the neighbors because they couldn't take them back, and they weren't paid for. They weren't mine. I don't know. Like I said, it all in the end, it fucks with the business. So
yeah, you just
I'm a streamer. This is dumbass fucking shit that they do. So unless it's paid for with a credit card, and you have the name and information from that credit card, do not deliver. And that's what it says. Period. That's it. That's all. My address is fucking flagged. Same with the police department. Like, you got to tell them what's going on so they know.
When I organized that Hobby Lobby search, I was like, oh man, let me see. You should give more mind to the education path than the JLR path.
Remember when 857 went to that restaurant?
No.
He was really nasty. You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Oh man, I played it. I thought you were up here with me when he went to that restaurant and the cops came. He was really nasty to the waitress.
I don't think I was up here at that time.
It was a very nice restaurant too. Like, it was super nice. and he was an asshole.
I think I would fuck with you, Queen, by ordering you a vegan meal. And just make you
See,
just
that
eat.
would just be like, what the fuck, B-Tam?
Send you like a whole vegan package of food, all paid for. Be like, fuck you, B-Tam.
I'd be like, you know what, bitch, fuck you for this.
Make sure to get you like the real healthy soda one. Like the soda's like $4 a piece or some shit.
Oh my God, don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Can't even taste the sugar in it. There isn't sugar.
Well, and you know, I mean, oh my God. Listen, 9 hours ago. If you missed this morning's 10 o'clock rant, it will be up on the website. Okay, let's go grab it. Hold on. Was he acting a donkey's ass? Because we want to watch it. Here's barbecue lighting fucking Nick's ass up. Look. Barbecue ain't fucking around with it. She's lighting his ass up.
Tyler says, send her fruit edibles, but tell her you're sending edibles.
Bye, Tyler. Have a good night. Love you.
Just
bye.
send her vegetables.
Bye. Have a great night. Goodbye. Fucking little shithead. Look at this. Send her fruit edibles and tell her you're sending her edibles.
Send her a salad.
Tyler. You have a good night. Don't you got something to do? Don't you got your fucking hair to wash or your dog to go walk or something? Go fucking pet your horse. Shit. Listen, he is a big drama queen.
Yeah, but that's because he's an amateur. Like, how long has he been like a big streamer for long?
No,
like,
not at all. He's sits and does schooners for with maybe 100 to 200 people in there.
Yeah, so he basically
he's loving the attention. My God, he's eating the attention right up. Somebody,
yeah.
See, look, what is this? We need to investigate. What is this fucking thing here? What is this cool site? What is this? Well, see, this is my fucking issue. I got problems clicking on shit.
Maybe you shouldn't do that while we're live streaming. We could be.
Yeah, I know, because I don't know what the fuck is in there. But I wanted to read that story or whatever. It's
maybe do it off the share screen, so just in case.
Well, because it's Alex, and we don't know what he said, but it was his rant from this morning. I wanted to hear it.
Yeah, let's just vet it just in case, because we don't know. It could be like he could be like getting advertisement for like some sort of like booby stream for his site or something like that, and then we get hit. We don't know. How do these YouTuber scum get press passes? Amazon. Send her a veggie pizza. Yeah, a veggie pizza has no cheese, so it's not going to be too fun for her. There are badasses who call them out in the radio. Okay. Yeah, train wreck lover. I gave them all the fair share.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. I thought it was a radio station that calls them out. But did he go live this morning at 9 and rant off for what? Because I didn't see that shit. I could have very well missed it, but.
All right. What a bunch of dummies. These guys are going to have a very bad day. I think. Very, very bad day, these streamers. Let me see. Suppression of the First Amendment rights. Yeah, sure, brother. Sure. I love how they make fun of, I think, those, like that couple, the lady with the glasses and the guy with the glasses, Ted. And I'm like, brother, you look like fucking Ted Bundy. Like, literally. Like, you look like him. I think that's the biggest insult of them all. The radio station is Kentucky. The guys was on Nerdy's panel yesterday. Oh, okay, cool. Let me see. It was nuts, the change in the personality. I guess you're surrounding yourself. But what happens is a lot of people, they get the fame. They get like, they kind of fucking get people around them. Like JLR is a very fucking, could really corrupt you a little bit because you get the numbers, you get like 7 to 10,000 people watching you for a certain content, and it can change you. It can definitely make you think differently. Imagine one day you only get like 150 people watching, and then suddenly you get 7 to 10,000 people. And it's like, then, you're sitting there and you're making good money. You're making big money. You know what I mean? Like people donating you, you're probably making $2,000 a stream or something like that. Some of them. Oh, his name's Tim also. Oh, fuck. You found my alter ego. On a live, he named himself after Ted Bundy. He named himself after Ted Bundy. Should be surprised. He takes that as a compliment about Ted Bundy. Who would take it as a compliment to be named to be basically look like a serial killer? That's not a compliment. That's bad. I wonder if he loses his car on purpose just to clicks. Can you be that? Can you be that stupid? I mean, I think he's pretty stupid, but maybe he does do it for clicks. I don't know. You might be right, Esther. You might be right. Poor Ted could never have survived in the past couple of weeks. I don't know how he survived to this day, losing his fucking car every time he parks it in the parking garage. How did he find his fucking shoes and tie his shoes? How did he put his pants on? Like, yeah, he lost his car twice in a parking lot. Took him an hour and a half to find it. The first time I saw it took him an hour and a half. I don't know about the second time. He might have found it faster than the second time. The first time he lost his car and he couldn't find it for an hour and a half. He walked around, which I don't know how it takes you an hour and a half to find your car, but like at that point, like we should just take you away and like be like, listen, I don't think you can fucking, we might need to get someone, a grown adult to watch you basically, because that's crazy. Are you okay? Yeah. Crazy. JLR makes huge money, more than the highly reputable news station. JLR makes good money. I wouldn't be shocked if JLR makes $20,000 to $30,000 a month. I would not be shocked. You know what I mean? Now he still has to pay taxes, but he still makes good money. That's why it's kind of funny that he just donates $500. What year was that, Sweet Pea? That's the question, because I don't see how you can lose your car. When you have a phone, you can just basically take a photo. Now we are definitely judging. JLR is he's emotional, manipulative, dishonest, violent. Yeah, that's the crazy thing. He sits there and he's like, First Amendment, I believe in the First Amendment. You didn't give two fucks about white boy's First Amendment rights when you silenced him because he had an opinion on what he thought you did. Thought that was interesting. You immediately jumped to take away his First Amendment right. How interesting. How interesting. It's very interesting. I'm just saying. Very interesting. Playboy shows his first month of Nancy, he had 30K. Playboy's a little off here and there. The reason why I say 20 to 30, because he can have merchandise sales. You know what I mean? So he probably has merchandise sales and stuff like that. I think he probably makes good money with that. Beginning of the Guthrie, he was on the top 3 YouTube super chats for weeks, and then the top 5 for some time. So yeah, he was making a lot of money if that's the case. You can click your key fab. Let me see. Do you think Alex went back to get himself arrested because the money he made from the first arrest? I don't know, man. I think he thought it was going to end a lot differently. I don't think he thought it was going to be like where they would just grab him and arrest him. I don't know. I don't think it's a smart move because you've committed, you got a record. You're basically showing complete disregard for the criminal justice system, and you're going to go before a judge, and they might make an example out of you, and I would not want to be that. He get to be recorded there. I mean, I think he could have done that. I don't think he thought it would end like he thought it would be. I mean, the guy basically almost broke out and cried while he was being arrested. He didn't sound too brave. He was acting like a little baby, crying while he's being arrested. Well, I got to be careful what I read from yours a little bit, the whole thing, because I got to, so I'm going to X out certain parts, but I can read a little bit of it. Certain things, just because, you know what I mean? Beat him, he is number 17 today. Unreal. Well, that's because he has a very large following. He has a huge community, JLR. He absolutely did. He thinks he's going to be a millionaire after this. He still says he did absolutely nothing wrong. Alex is not going to be a millionaire. Alex is going to get a little bit of clout for a little while, and then he's going to hit the reality when he's going to do some jail time. I think he's going to probably do some jail time for this. And he's going to be tossed away like a fart in the wind. Just gone. That's pretty much what's going to happen. He's going to be completely tossed away. While everyone else moves him on. Because I've seen JLR do this in the Sebastian Rogers case. He used to be real cool with T-Rev. They used to be thick of thieves, T-Rev. Not anymore. Who was the guy he was hanging out with in Cavalcante? He was hanging out with a guy in Cavalcante. I don't see him being talked about too much anymore. A couple of people he was hanging out with over there. That's what JLR does. He gets a guy that lives in the area to partner up with. And then once the case goes cold or there's nothing much to go on there, he disregards them. Oh, yeah, it was Nick. Right, it was Nick. Well, they're not friends anymore. Well, Alex knows he's fucked up, and he's probably going to jail. JLR is a super consistent and never stops. You can't deny the long hours of time he puts in. I wish he was a better guy, but he's a walking pavement. What were we going to say, Queen?
The thing is, JLR does not sit stagnant like these other guys. The JLR travels all over and covers all kinds of shit.
Yeah, he's a hustler.
Yeah.
There's one thing to say, he's a hustler. He really.
If there's anything, he is a hustler. He will fucking travel to cover some cases. That's for damn sure.
He's not lazy. He jumps. Sometimes I joked. I'm like, is he a fucking alien? Because he teleports from every state I've seen.
And it seems like he never fucking sleeps. Like he just drinks fucking coffee and drives.
Yeah. Which is kind of crazy, but that's probably why his channel grows so quickly, because he jumps on trending stories all the time. He's in the middle of it. And people try to copy him, but you can't copy that. Like Dolly was too lazy.
Right, he's an original, man. There ain't no copying that shit back. Tyler said he was beating a woman allegedly. He's a criminal. He's got court for that. Magnolia.
Yeah. Allegedly. He's allegedly a criminal.
Right, he's got court for it, so we won't know until, after all that's over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, Queen, I got to get ready for work. I got to work tomorrow.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to shut this one down. We've been on here about 3 hours. I'm going to go live with this 6-up Ziggy shit and go over.
Bro, I'll probably watch before I start getting ready for bed, but
Yeah.
We can't even put that on YouTube. Make sure you sign up to go to Twitch to watch us. We watch the
real. You don't want it on YouTube? We don't want it on YouTube.
What? The Twitch thing?
No, I'm saying 6-up's bullshit. We don't want that on YouTube because I was going to go over to the other side and do it. To the
at the Hive Sidebar?
Yeah.
I mean, that's good. She doesn't say anything.
If you want it, you think I should?
I think you should probably just do both ends, like simultaneously, like Hive and Twitch. So you can just do
both going.
Yeah. I think that would be a good idea to get people
Sidebar and Twitch.
Yeah, just in case. Or you could just make it a Twitch exclusive. Like, how many Twitch exclusives have you done this week?
Oh, somebody FOIA'd the court thing or something? I don't know.
Well, we'll see. Anyway, Queen, I gotta skedaddle. Got
All
work.
right.
I gotta sleep.
All right,
I'll
we'll
see
see you later.
See ya. Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
All right, guys. Well, yeah, we're gonna shut this one down. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you guys for hanging out, showing love and support, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side. I think I'm going to go over to the Hive Sidebar and start Twitch, and then go over 6UP's stream with Zigster. So I will catch y'all on the flip side. QB out.